Hello and welcome to another Delboy film short. And this is just a small series that I decided to do to show off films that are in my collection and films that I have seen throughout the years, generally around about the time that they came out. And we're going to keep this in a sort of similar format. I'm going to show off a little bit of an unboxing, probably show you a trailer, information from my collector's database, and some closing thoughts. So you know what this is based on the thumbnail. So we'll go straight to the overhead cam and show you what version we've got here. So this is the Naked Gun from the Files of Police Squad. I've got this in several different formats, but my last one I bought was the 4K Steelbook. I've got it in its protective casing, so I'll just pull that out. And it has a J card, which unfortunately is stuck down with that horrible glue. But this is the Steelbook. It looks very, very nice, really. It's even got some little bullet holes, indents that are on there. I don't know if that can show up. On the back, you've got some parody information that's from the film. And if you open it up, you've got a 4K and a Blu-ray disc. If I take those out, you should see that there is a film still. There we go, from the film. There's Frank Drebin saving the Queen, although it didn't appear like that in that particular scene. So we'll put the Blu-ray back and put the 4K back. And it's not a picture disc, but it's nice that we can separate the two. And that's what it looks like, fully told, with its side view. So we'll put this to one side and we will go to the database. So here we go. So I use the Collectorz Movie database. It's just something that I've used for over a decade. And here's what it says about it. So the plot: when the incompetent Lieutenant Frank Drebin seeks the ruthless killer of his partner, he stumbles upon an attempt to assassinate Queen Elizabeth II. Absurd, isn't it? But that's pretty much all of the Naked Gun series. In the cast, we've got the excellent Leslie Nielsen, sadly missed. He plays Lieutenant Frank Drebin. We've got Priscilla Presley playing the love interest, Jane Spencer. Ricardo Montalban playing the evil Vincent Ludwig. George Kennedy playing his partner of Leslie Nielsen's Frank Drebin, Captain Ed Hocken, and O.J. Simpson as Detective Nerdberg. It is directed by David Zucker, produced by Jim Abrahams, and written by Jerry Zucker. And the musician is Ira Newborn. So let's go down to the notes, and we have an origin on this. Police Squad, 1982. Yes, Police Squad is an American crime parody television series that was broadcast on ABC in 1982. The series starred Leslie Nielsen as Franklin Frank Drebin and was co-created and written by David Zucker, Jim Abrahams, and Jerry Zucker, parodying police procedurals. The series featured the use of sight gags, wordplay, and non sequiturs. Although the show was cancelled after 6 episodes, it was later followed by the successful Naked Gun film series, and in 2013, TV Guide ranked it number 7 on its list of 60 shows that were cancelled too soon. The production of this, as with Airplane, which was another funny film, my God, Zucker, Abrahams, and Zucker wanted to cast actors that had not done comedy roles before, wanting them to play their roles straight against Nielsen's approach of acting as if he was not in a comedy. This allowed them to produce the film around dynamic timing rather than comedic timing to pull off its humour. Their approach led them to select Presley and Simpson. Bo Derek had been their original pick for Presley's role, but she turned it down. Ricardo Montalban was chosen by the producers to play the villain after being included on a list of names assembled by the people in charge of casting the film. The Zucker brothers had seen his performance in Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan, Yankovic's cameo role about as he was a fan of Airplane and Top Secret, and also good friends with producer Bob Weiss. Jeanette Charles, who played and portrayed Queen Elizabeth II, later recalled Nielsen and Presley were charming, but Simpson was just rude. The film was shot at various locations in and around Los Angeles. Principal photography was from February the 22nd to May 6th, 1988. The baseball matchup between the California Angels and Seattle Mariners was not originally planned, being Wisconsin natives. The Zuckers and Abrahams made a request to the MLB to allow them to use the Milwaukee Brewers as one of the teams, but was recommended the Mariners instead because the MLB wanted to promote the then really weak franchise. Minnesota natives Prof's attempts to make that team the Twins was rejected by the ball club. The Mariners' opponent was supposed to have been the Los Angeles Dodgers, who, despite the willingness to allow Dodger Stadium to be used for filming, refused to be mentioned in the film because of its objection to the bench-clearing brawl scene, needing a home team based in Greater Los Angeles, which was the film setting. The writers successfully settled for the Angels. Following previews, 20 minutes of the film was cut for the baseball. Box office. The film was released on December 2nd, 1988, and on its opening weekend finished in first place at the box office in the United States and Canada, grossing $9.3 million. In its second weekend, it grossed $6.1 million, falling to second place behind the newly released Twins, which got $11.2 million that weekend. The film went on to gross $78.8 million at the United States and Canada box office and $73.7 million overseas, for a worldwide total of $152.4 million. Now, the budget for this film was $14.5 million, so this was a major success. The critical response. Upon its initial release, The Naked Gun from the Fathers of Police Squad received critical acclaim, and it has since been regarded as one of the greatest comedy films of all time. On Rotten Tomatoes, the film has a rating of 88% based on 139 reviews, with an average of 7.7 out of 10. The site's critical consensus reads, "The Naked Gun from the Fathers of Police Squad is loaded chock full of gags that are goofy, unapologetically crass, and ultimately hilarious." I can't say any different to that. So we'll now go to a playback and some closing thoughts. Hopefully this clip won't be rejected by YouTube. I apologize if it is.
In this city, there's crime on every street. But one man has seen enough. He's Lieutenant Frank Drebin.
Whatever scum did this, not one man on this force will rest for 1 minute until he's behind bars. Now let's grab a bite to eat.
He's a good cop who's having a bad day. His best friend...
Oh, everyone should have a friend like you.
...is in a coma.
As soon as Nordberg is better, he's welcome back at Police Squad. But I wouldn't wait until the last minute to fill out those organ donor cards.
His girlfriend asked him to look her up.
Nice beaver.
Thank you. I just had it stuffed.
Let me help you with that.
And his city is in the hands of a master criminal with a sinister plan.
I must kill the queen.
How can any police story contain this much action? This much romance?
I like cops.
Or this much baseball? Starring Leslie Nielsen, a cop who's always on the alert. Mikhail Gorbachev.
I knew it.
Queen Elizabeth, everyone's favorite queen. Priscilla Presley, a woman who really cooks.
How hot and wet do you like it?
Ricardo Montalban.
Frank.
You're both right.
George Kennedy, the partner with an appetite for danger. O.J. Simpson, as you've never seen him before. And Reggie Jackson in his first dramatic role. In a movie so big, it had to be filmed in color. The Naked Gun, from the files of Police Squad.
Coming this Christmas to a theater near you. See you then.
There we got the clip, and it's hilarious, just even the clip, and they don't make them those trailers like that anymore. My thoughts. I've loved parody and comedies in the 80s were just exceptional. From a very early time when my father brought back Airplane, I've loved parodies. It made me look out for things like Young Frankenstein by Mel Brooks, just as an example. And ever since then, I've looked out for them and enjoyed them. There are some good ones, there are some bad ones, but I generally find something good in most of them. And Naked Gun, the files of the Police Squad, is just a typical one that I really, really love. The TV series, I don't think I saw it on TV. First of all, I think I saw it on VHS, and then it was repeated on BBC Two, I think, for the 6 episodes. I remember when we went to the pictures, we debated this, and the friends that I went with, a few of them said they hadn't seen the TV series. They didn't know what they were getting into. When we came out of the cinema, we all came out laughing and just saying how fun it was. It's just escapist fun. It's absolutely ridiculous in its story, and the gags are just a million miles an hour. I love the music. I bought the soundtrack. And I've had this on several different versions. I've had it on VHS. I remember buying this on the big box X rental. That's how much I like this. I remember that very clearly. And so it's got to be a thumbs up, hasn't it, from me for this one. I really, really enjoyed it, and the sequels were great. I'll probably be doing those at some point. I have seen the new one. I'll talk about that maybe in another one of these film shorts. And I'll give you my consensus on that one. You might see me hesitate on that one. Maybe that gives you a clue compared to what I think this trilogy of films brought to me for comedy reasons. And with that, I'm going to say salute. Thanks very much for watching this. I hope you've had some fun. I hope I've informed you. I hope also that you might go out, seek out this one and watch it if you haven't done already. You won't be disappointed. And with that, goodbye. See you next time.